Yo, what is up, people? It is your boy Terrence Ruffin, IFBB Pro, and we are here at Rise and Grind Gym. Today we're going to be training some legs. This gym is amazing. Just opened up in January, and they decided to go with all bolt equipment, fully stocked out. So excited to give the gym a try and give you guys some good tips along the way. Let's go. All right, guys. So first exercise of the day is going to be hamstrings. We're going to start with a seated leg curl here on the Hydra. Usually if you're having any issues with your squats, any knee issues, something like that, it's a good idea to train hamstrings first. Trust me on that one. All right. Want a nice stretch. Bring that down. All right. Okay. We'll do one more warm up. Everything's feeling pretty good. Make sure you locked in nice and tight. Yep. All right, that's the last warm up. Big thing with your warm ups is just making sure everything feels nice. Not about getting the crazy pump. The pump comes from the working set. So we're moving to the working sets right after this break. Normally the rest period, so like to me, 2-ish minutes, you know. So I think that's a good amount of time. You can go a little bit longer if you need to, especially on bigger movements like squats and leg presses. But if you're feeling good, 90 seconds to 2 minutes is about as low as I would go on that. Another set, another day, another set. All right, we're gonna move it up to 200. See how many we can get. The stack is crazy big. It goes all the way to 300. All right. 2, 3. First working set. No, second working set. We're gonna keep the same weight on this one. For me, when I'm doing any type of like rep ranges, say for instance, right today I'm doing anywhere from like 6 to 10. If I hit the high end of that, like 9 to 10 reps in the first set, most likely in that second set I'll still be in the rep range I want to do. But if I'm like at 6 reps or 7 reps, then I'll lighten the weight up just so I can stay inside that rep range. And that's typically how I go about choosing my weights. All right. Whew. Oh Lord, there we go. Yeah, that was a nice little pump. Now, to be honest, I don't like most combo machines, but this right here, the Hydra, is honestly the best one I've ever used. The hard thing with making like a combo is meeting the needs of both exercises like properly. It's very, very difficult to do, but this has been the best attempt I've seen ever. Like, so if you're limited on space, this is probably the best leg extension leg curl combo I've seen. Whew. Go ahead and do the warm-ups again. I think that's good there. gotta figure out the sweet spot for this. Oh shit. Maybe right there. It's not fitting. Legs get too big. There we go. Whew. Awesome. Whew. I personally like to do leg extensions first. Just so I don't have to put as much weight on a hack squat or like a leg press. And you definitely want to have both exercises in that, just because this exercise works the rectus femoris, this little strip up here, and you don't get a great contraction and activation from squat and leg press movements. And the quick explanation is just because that muscle attaches to your knee and your hip, and when they're moving at the same time, it's tough for this one to contract. Whew. All right, let's go ahead and do warm-up number 2. Yep. All right, now that we're all hot and bothered, we'll start to do some hack squats. This is like really one of the best moves you can do for your quads. Free weight squats are great too. You can tend to get a little bit more glute activation that way. I think my glutes are just fine the way they are. So this is gonna be more focused on the quads if you're trying to grow that. All right. Another important tip is the more knee flexion you have, the more your quads will work. So in other words, the further your knees drop forward, the more your quads will work. The caveat to that is not everyone has the best knee, so keep that in mind. You don't have to have knee pain in order to have big quads either. Do whatever feels comfortable. Okay. heart pumping. All right, guys, next up on the order of exercises is the Shock Series Abductor slash Adductor machine. We're going to be focusing on adductors today. If you want that, you want your glutes to grow, it's obviously a great machine for that as well. We have handles here too for the ladies. I see a lot of ladies like to grab here or here. So we have those options available too if you want to lean forward and get something stable. If you're doing adductors, we got the grips right here to keep you locked in place. Fully adjustable for anyone. What's the word I'm looking for? Any person's like flexibility. So as you can see, I feel like I'm pretty flexible, and I can get pretty far on here. And yeah, we're doing 2 sets here, and that'll be it for this machine for the day. Ooh. All right, guys, that is a wrap for leg day. We started with seated leg curls, moved on to leg extensions, hack squats, and finally the adductor machine. Everything was around 2 sets, anywhere from like 6 to 12 reps. Typically, that's what I like to do in terms of sets and reps. If you want to do more, that's totally fine. If you want to do less, that's totally fine. But the biggest thing is, number 1, are you recovering from your workouts? And number 2, are you seeing progress in your muscle size and in the weights you lift? So if you guys have any questions, any concerns, drop them down below. And shout out to Rise and Grind Gyms for having us today. And until next time, peace.